Today, I'm here to address one of the most pressing challenges of our time, the global energy crisis, or more commonly referred to as climate change. As the demand for energy continues to grow, the depletion of non-renewable sources such as fossil fuels poses a significant threat to our planet and its inhabitants. However, amidst this challenge, a beacon of hope emerges in the form of renewable energy. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and our esteemed guests, and my fellow PennSchool students. My name is Alice or Thuy from class of 6C, and in today's TED Talk, I would like to talk about the future of renewable energy. So first of all, what is renewable energy? So renewable energy is a source that is derived from natural resources such as sunlight, water, and wind. So unlike fossil fuels, which emit greenhouse gases and are finite in supply, renewable energy are abundant and can be harnessed without the fear of depletion. So now I'd like to address climate change. So non-renewable resources, they emit greenhouse gas, and not only so, they are finite in supply. On the contrary, renewable resources are abundant, and with the resources being sunlight, wind, and water, they being perpetually available, the prospect of running out of resources becomes as probable as snow falling in Saigon. So by embracing renewable energy, we can significantly decrease, if not eliminate, the carbon gas emissions. So renewable energy would last a lot longer than fossil fuels as well, because as the sun continues to shine and the wind continues to blow for the next 5 million years, we would have an infinite supply of energy in our command. And we would also have a very small chance of running out of water, since Earth contains enormous quantities of HO2 within its rocks, ocean, lakes, rivers, and even in the atmosphere. So now I'd like to move on to the recent developments of renewable energy sources and introducing the three most popular and effective sources of renewable energy, encompassing solar, wind, and hydropower. So the first type is solar power. So solar power, with its ability to generate energy with minimal pollution, not only contributes to a greener earth, but also stimulates job growth through the manufacturing and installation of solar panels. A total number of 4,902 people, according to the International Renewable Energy Agency, they had been given jobs since the rise of solar power. And also, solar power has a capacity increase of 192 gigawatts, or 22% from 2012 to 2022. Moving next, we have wind power. So wind power is a green and sustainable source that, like solar power, does not emit much greenhouse gas and are abundant in supply. Recent years has seen a notable rise in the utilization of wind power. So now, hear me out. As much as 2% would see as like a small amount, this is actually a very large amount compared to other sources. And 21% of the world's women population has also been given jobs since the usage of wind power. And another total of 28% has contributed to wind power's overall job employment. Lastly, we have hydropower. So hydropower is a green energy source that does not emit greenhouse gas like the other types, and also prevents the risk of flooding through the installation of dams. Recent years, we have also noticed a notable rise of 23.17% of the global renewable energy employment by technology of hydropower. I have just shown you what renewable energy looks like across the globe. What about Vietnam? So, in the context of Vietnam, there has been a commendable surge in the adoption of green energy, such as the integration of solar panels, the adoption of the usage such as hydropower, and the development of green buildings has shown Vietnam's commitment to a greener and a more sustainable society. So, solar power, its cost of the solar system and all the electricity costs, they are not ridiculously high, and the costs are also extremely beneficial for other uses. Hydropower, on the other hand, contributes to a total of 40% to the national electricity capacity, while wind power is also growing rapidly in forms of installation. Green buildings, on the other hand, has been enforced a lot by governments and been used mostly in Hanoi. So these green buildings, they use systems such as renewable energy sources and grow a lot of trees to clear the air and prevent carbon gas emissions. But as renewable energy may seem as a good solution, it cannot work on its own. Therefore, I would like to call for action from governments, businesses, and family. I implore governments to prioritize and invest in a range of initiatives to promote sustainable practices and combat climate change. Well, by doing this, they allocate resources for research and development of renewable energy, as well as funding for green energy projects and also incentivizing the adoption of these usages. By doing so, the government can accelerate the transition to a greener society and economy, further lowering our carbon gas emissions. Secondly, I have businesses. So businesses, I would humbly request for cooperation between different companies, factories, and organizations to work hand in hand as corporate entities and use green buildings and other types of renewable energy. By doing so, not only are businesses enforcing a safer environment, but also saving a lot of money considering its cost savings in the long term. Lastly, families. So hear me out. As much as family would see that they do not contribute to as much as other factors, families still can contribute a lot if we work hand in hand with one another and join forces from across the globe. So now I would like to say that renewable energy encompassing solar, wind, and hydropower holds immense power to transition to a greener society. As a former governor of California by the name of Arnold Schwarzenegger has mentioned that the future is green energy, sustainability, and most importantly, renewable energy. So, in conclusion, renewable energy, as mentioned, encompassing solar, wind, and hydropower with other sources such as biomass and geothermal, they enables job growth, stimulates economic growth, as well as reducing greenhouse gas emissions and safeguarding the planet's well-being. Together, let us seize this opportunity towards a brighter, greener future powered by renewable energy. Thank you for your attention.